Guys, this is huge, and it is your last chance to get in and actually get a piece of the pie. Trump is making major moves in the financial market, and you do not want to miss out. Today's videos come from Crypto Casey and also Clear Value Tax. Their channels will be linked in the description, so you can go check them out and support them. Watch to the end of the video to fully understand the implications of what Trump is about to do, how this is going to have very serious implications in the financial markets, how you can take advantage of this, why this is your last chance. And now let's just go ahead and jump right into the video.
So previously, Trump was against Bitcoin, but now he's become a great supporter. So after Trump has won the presidency, people are expecting a crypto boom in 2025. I'm going to show you why. But first, I want to show you what Trump has recently said about Bitcoin and also about crypto.
This afternoon, I'm laying out my plan to ensure that the United States will be the crypto capital of the planet and the Bitcoin superpower of the world. Upon taking office, I will immediately appoint a Bitcoin and Crypto Presidential Advisory Council. If I am elected, it will be the policy of my administration, United States of America, to keep 100% of all the Bitcoin the U.S. government currently holds or acquires into the future. We'll keep 100%. I hope you do well, please.
Now, I want you guys to understand something very serious about this. This is a major implication because America is broke. We have no actual money, but Bitcoin has intrinsic value. Okay? It is limited. There's only 21 million of them. And what Trump is saying now is that this money, cryptocurrency, is going to serve as a major asset for the US Treasury because the US dollar keeps on losing value while cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, continues to go up. So not only is he going to be holding Bitcoin, but they're also going to be holding all of these other coins as well, including crap coins. Okay? And what is something that does happen with crypto? They do use it for crime. Sometimes it is used for crime. It is confiscated. The US government confiscates a lot of cryptocurrency. That's actually a very good thing for us because all of the cryptocurrency that they confiscate, they're going to be holding on to. That creates a reserve, that creates scarcity, and that creates growth. There's going to be a crypto council. This is massive. And just to remind you guys, if you want to learn about crypto, if you don't know anything about crypto, this is your last chance to jump in. There is a link to my crypto academy in the description so you can go learn about crypto because, guys, you don't want to miss out on this rush that is happening now.
If crypto is going to define the future, I want to be mined, minted, and made in the USA. On day one, I will fire Gary Gensler and appoint a new SEC chairman.
Okay, now I want to tell you this. Just to clarify, Trump said that he wants to fire Gary Gensler. Okay, so Gary Gensler is the chair of the SEC. Gensler has an aggressive stance against crypto, and Trump is all about loosening up regulation. So Trump wants him out. Now, I want to show you the Bitcoin Act in Congress that Trump is backing. So here it is. This originated in the Senate from Senator Loomis. So the short title of the bill is the Bitcoin Act of 2024. Now, if you go to page 2 of the bill, you're going to see this. The US government would buy and store large quantities of Bitcoin to strengthen the financial condition of the United States and hedge against economic uncertainty and monetary instability. So the US government would essentially establish a strategic Bitcoin reserve. So there would be a purchase program, and this is how it would work. So the government would buy up to 200,000 Bitcoins per year over a 5-year period, so up to 1 million Bitcoin in total. But that's the thing. If the government started buying up Bitcoin, then it would skyrocket the price. And then we would be talking about a figure that's much higher. I would say minimum hundreds of billions of dollars, perhaps even $1 trillion. But if you think about it, even if it amounts to $1 trillion that they're going to spend on Bitcoin, that's not a lot of money for the US government if it's spread out over 5 years, because They deficit spend. The federal government deficit spends about $2 trillion a year. So what's 1 trillion more spread out over 5 years?
So what it looks like right now is the US government is going to end up spending probably a minimum of $1 trillion to purchase Bitcoin. Right now, one Bitcoin is selling for 94,000 United States dollars. At the time of making this video, it's going to hit 100,000. Okay? And Trump is not even he hasn't even done his inauguration yet. He hasn't even taken control yet. He hasn't even passed a single policy yet. And Bitcoin is almost at $100,000. It's not only Bitcoin, there are a bunch of other cryptocurrencies that are making insane moves right now, guys. Absolutely insane moves. And this is very, very significant because it's going to mean a lot. It's going to mean a lot for all of us when we watch how this is going to transform everyone's lives around us. Guys, let me ask you something. What would you do if tomorrow the banks froze your account? If you woke up, checked your balance, and couldn't access a single dollar? This isn't some far-fetched scenario. When the economy crashes, and it will, big banks won't be able to honor deposits. Your hard-earned money could be locked up, gone, or worth far less than thought. And this is why I created an expat's guide to decentralized banking and off-the-grid living. This course is your survival guide to protecting your wealth and escaping the chaos of a collapsing system. Here's what you'll learn: how to replace your bank account with crypto so you're in control, not the banks, how to get paid in crypto and avoid the fiat system entirely, how to access cash instantly using crypto, no middlemen, no delays, and advanced secret banking methods that let you protect and grow your money even without banks or crypto. This isn't just about staying ahead, it's about surviving when the system fails. When banks falter, when ATMs stop working, and when the world looks for answers, you'll already have one. The future is decentralized. If you don't prepare now, you'll be left scrambling later. Click the link in the description and get access to the course today. Protect yourself, your family, and your financial future before it's too late. This course isn't optional, it's essential. Take action now.
And to me, I think it's funny because if you think about it, how are they going to get this money to buy the Bitcoin? You know what they're going to do? The Federal Reserve, working in conjunction with the federal governments, they're just going to print the money, the fiat currency, US dollars, out of thin air to buy the Bitcoin. I mean, how else are they going to do it? And the Bitcoins that are acquired by the purchase program would be hodled for a minimum of 20 years. Now, I want to show you this. Here are the countries and governments that are currently holding Bitcoin. The United States is already the top government with around 213,000 Bitcoin. So they came across this Bitcoin by confiscating it from people that were doing illegal activities. But you'll see that countries and governments are small holders of Bitcoin. So take a look at this. All the countries and governments combined own about 529,000 Bitcoin in total. So that's about only 2.5% of all Bitcoin. Now, I want you to keep this in mind. The bill wants to buy up to 1 million Bitcoin, right? So right now, there are just under 20 million Bitcoin in existence. There's only about 1 million more Bitcoin that will ever be created. So 94.6% of all Bitcoin that will ever be created have already been issued. So there will only ever be 21 million Bitcoin created. That is the cap. Now, this is very important for you to know. Trump is backing crypto along with the Republicans. But this bill, the Bitcoin Act, is now gaining traction. It's gaining supports from the Democrats as well. So Democratic Congressman Ro Khanna is a perfect example that's convincing more of his party to support Bitcoin and this act.
Guys, another reason why they are rushing to do this, why the Democrats are rushing to do this, print money out of thin air and then buy Bitcoin, is they're trying to do this while the US dollar still has value, while they could still get away with it. Okay? Because Bitcoin is something that people hold all around the world. It is an international currency. It is an international commodity that goes beyond barriers. And everyone has a copy of the ledger, the digital ledger when it comes to Bitcoin. Many of you guys don't understand how Bitcoin works. Basically, there's a thing called a digital ledger. So every transaction that's ever happened, that's ever been made, you can have a copy of it on I want to say even on your smartphone. All right. You can download it to your smartphone if you have enough space. You can download it to your computer if you have enough space. And it's not just Bitcoin, it's with every cryptocurrency out there. They use a blockchain, and every transaction ever made is stored on the blockchain. And you have these people who are called miners. And what they do is they offer up their computing power to validate transactions. And in response, they are rewarded with crypto. So that's basically how it works. And we usually call this gas when you're dealing with something like Ethereum. You're basically paying the gas fee, how much it costs for the miner to process your transaction. And then these transactions are processed in these things called blocks. And that's why it's called a blockchain. And then each block, when these transactions are processed, actually contain multiple different transactions from different people. So for example, my transaction, your transaction, and a bunch of other people's transactions will be batched together in a single block, and then that block of transactions will be processed by a miner. It's not as complicated as it sounds, but if you do need help, and many of you do, I do have on my academy, we do teach you guys how all of this works. We have our full introduction to cryptocurrency course, and it has many different sections. Each section goes into the specific parts of how you can go about using this, how it works, it's basically like ABC for dummies. All right, I'm not calling you a dummy, but we're gonna hold your hand. We're gonna hold your hand. So guys, the financial world is changing fast, and you can't afford to be left behind. And at the Angry Crypto Academy, we're here to arm you with the knowledge you need to navigate the volatile world of cryptocurrency, whether you're a complete beginner or looking to safeguard your wealth when the banks finally fail. Our courses are designed to give you that edge. Don't wait until it's too late. Join the Angry Crypto Academy today and secure your financial future before it's too late. The clock is ticking, and the time to act is now. Sign up now for the academy, linked in description of the video. I want you to actually look at the screen. This is an article that just came out. Trump and Coinbase CEO speak by phone, a sign of crypto's new political cloud. So Coinbase is the largest cryptocurrency exchange in the world. That's where most crypto transactions happen. Of course, there are many other exchanges out there. And it basically says what a difference an election can make. For years, the crypto industry wandered in the political wilderness of the Biden era, while many companies mulled pulling out of the US altogether. Now, fresh off a campaign season that saw crypto leaders spend over $100 million, the industry is welcome. The industry is welcome in the highest corridors of power in Washington, D.C. And like you guys heard a moment ago, Trump is going to create an entire council to oversee cryptocurrency and advise him on cryptocurrency. Guys, they're not playing around. This is the only money we will have in the United States as a country. We don't have anything else. We have land, we have property, and we have crypto. We have nothing else. Our money is completely useless. It's not pegged to anything. We don't have gold. There's no gold reserve. There's no silver reserve. There's no gold standard or anything anymore. It's basically goodwill. Okay? And as you can see, we can't trust our government. Our money is literally, guys, I call them boomer bucks. I call it boomer bucks. And the reason why I call them boomer bucks is because it's basically money. It's basically money that's being left to the baby boomers. Okay? It's baby boomer money. It's 100% baby boomer money. And it's crazy. It's crazy what's happening here, because the boomers are the ones who've had all the power and all the leverage when it comes to this. Okay, using this money is just empowering the boomers. They scrape the pot clean, and now they cleaned all the meat off the bone. They sucked the marrow dry, and now they've come back for the bone. Many of you don't seem to understand that they have enslaved us. They stole our futures while we were still in diapers. They took everything from us and continue to gaslight us. They are crashing every economy around the world right now. They are crashing they're crashing the United Kingdom. The young people in the United Kingdom are basically slaving away to pay for the benefits of the boomers. Half of all of for with every US dollar, half of every dollar, roughly half of every dollar is being used to pay the Social Security, the Medicare, and other benefits of the baby boomers. Okay? So all of the money that we are working for right now, all of the taxes that we are working for, half of all of our money is going to pay for the baby boomers to subsidize their living so that they can go on more cruises, so they can enjoy their lives. Do you not see a problem with this where when the majority is paying for just one generation, and then they're being told that it's kindness and this is and they worked for it and they earned it? Don't listen to their jerk kids, all right? Don't listen to their supporters. Do not listen to the boomers. Every time there's a boomer that comes along and tells you who the boomers actually are, they immediately try to silence them. This is a very corrupt group of people. Stop playing with boomer bucks, okay? Before it goes down to zero. Cryptocurrency is the great equalizer for us. It is the way that we fight back against what the tyrants have done. Because if there's one thing that you would know, many boomers don't know anything about crypto. I've taught a lot of boomers about crypto, all right? And there were those who were smart enough to take my courses and invest and buy up tons of Bitcoin and tons of other coins, altcoins and crap coins, and they made money. Okay, and this is before I absolutely disliked the boomers the way I do now. I regret ever helping those people. I regret ever teaching those people. I regret ever allowing those people into my life but it is what it is. Money is money. Okay, so you can definitely check out the academy because there's a lot in there. But let's continue reading this, and I want you guys to we're going to look at coin market cap in a moment, and we're going to look at some of the values of these cryptocurrencies and where they've actually gone. In recent months, Trump has floated the idea like a crypto advisory council and a strategic reserve for Bitcoin. He also counts a number of long-time crypto boosters in his inner circle, including Elon Musk and the CEO of Cantor Fitzgerald, Howard Lutnick, whose firm helps manage the reserves of stablecoin giant Tether, and who on Tuesday was tapped to be the Commerce Secretary. So guys, the person who is now the Commerce Secretary, will be the Commerce Secretary, is also the head of a firm that helps to manage the reserves of stablecoin giant Tether. And Tether is basically the largest stablecoin in the United States and the world. It's pegged directly to the United States dollar. So if you have one tether equals one USD. So when you want to cash out your money, but you don't want to take it, put it in a bank, you can just convert your Bitcoin over to Tether, and it will be firm. It will absolutely be firm. And the great thing about Tether is you can even do things like day trade Tether, and you can make a profit off it. Because when, let's say, someone wants some Tether, right, and you're basically on a cryptocurrency exchange. If you have a large amount of cryptocurrency, if you have a large amount of Tether, and someone's like, "Oh, I need to buy some right now," okay, as long as you understand how to do day trading, we're actually going to be putting up the day trading course for you guys too, so you can learn how to do day trading. You could actually make a reasonable amount of money just day trading cryptocurrency. Okay, it's a very, very important skill to have, especially in the economy we're going in. Many of you are just like banking on the power going out and us falling into the next dark age. We're heading into a cultural dark era. Groups of people in society will collapse, not society in of itself. Okay, I think the biggest fear that many of you guys should consider is the lights don't go out, but everyone is broke. The ATMs are like, "Oh, sorry, we're not. They're not, bro. You go to the ATMs, the power's not even on." Okay, it's not that the electricity went out. They just turned the power off at the ATMs. You go to ATMs like they're not even working. They're not even working. All right, you try to get into the bank. They are chained, shut from the inside in. All right, they're chained from the inside. Okay, you're like, I have a locked deposit box. Those boxes aren't yours. Those are the property of the United States government. They don't have any money. That's why they're doubling down on Bitcoin right now. That's why they're doing this. Let's look a little bit at coin Coin market cap. So coin market cap is a place where you can go and you can find all the different values of what crypto is trading at right now. When we teach you all of these terminologies, what volume means. All right. So basically that's the circulation of cryptocurrency over the period of 24 hours. Okay, things like circulating supply, that's the cryptocurrency that's actually in circulation, but that doesn't necessarily mean that's the maximum amount of cryptocurrency. For example, you may have Bitcoin right now has a circulating supply of 19 million, but we know that there's a maximum number of coins that can be minted, which is 21 million. So we're actually getting pretty close to that. And there's also a thing called halving. So every couple of years, a halving process occurs. And that means that the difficulty to mine cryptocurrency increases. And because the difficulty to mine cryptocurrency increases, that means that it makes it more difficult for new Bitcoins to exist. And that also directly results in the value of Bitcoin also going up. So there's all of those things to consider. So the number one cryptocurrency is Bitcoin right now. Number two is Ethereum. Number three is Tether. That's a stable coin. Number four is Solana. Then we have BNB. That's Binance. You have XRP. That's Ripple. You have Dogecoin. That's number seven. Elon Musk. And now we have Department of Dodge, which is Department of Dodge. What is it? Department of Government Efficiency. Okay. USDC, that's another stable coin. Cardona, Tron. Tron is a very, very interesting coin, guys. Very interesting coin. Shiba Inu, Avalanche, Shiba Inu. Now, guys, the coin that I am actually most banking on is not on this list. Yeah, the coin is not the coin that I am banking on that is going to increase by 100 to 200 times, and I'm not lying to you guys. All right. It is not in the top 10. And I'm telling you, it is going to skyrocket. All right? It is absolutely going to skyrocket. And I actually have an article where, I actually wrote about it and I talk about it over in the crypto, over in the Academy. And again, you can find a link to the Academy in the description of the video, because this crypto is going to, guys, if you missed out on Bitcoin, do not miss out on this coin. It is your last chance. Do not miss out on this coin. I'm telling you right now, don't miss out on this coin. You will regret it. You will absolutely regret it. All right. You can head over to the Academy to read about it and find out what that is. Don't miss out on this coin. You will cry your eyes out if you miss out on this coin. Okay, because it's going to 100x, 200x. It is going to hit $10,000, and right now you can get in while it is unbelievably available. All right, but if you want to know what it is, you're gonna have to go over to the Academy. Guys, boy oh boy, is the future bright for preppers and crypto coin holders, hodlers. Hodl. If you guys don't know what hodl means, you probably hear the term a lot. It's a term that popped up many years ago, and it's just a play on the word hold, but they spell different. It's HODL, so hodl. And it means to hold your coins, hold your crypto, and wait for, it to go to the moon. They'll say, it's going to the moon, all right? And it's like, guys, you have to remember, men worked so hard on this. And that's another thing about crypto. Women are going to have a very hard time going into the crypto market, because crypto requires quite a bit of math. It requires a lot of math, and it also requires a lot of determination and not being so risk adverse. Most women cannot handle putting your money in something and then watching it completely crash. Many crypto investors have lost their shirts time after time after time, and they're still buying up more and more crypto. You have guys who've lost tens of thousands, even hundreds of thousands of dollars in crypto, and they still haven't learned their lessons. And these are the guys who ultimately succeed. Modern women do not have that same tenacity, and they do not have the capability of living below their means and being able to survive if their entire portfolio were to go down to zero. You also need years of experience. So you don't just want to jump right in and not have like someone to hold your hand, not take a course, not have any guidance whatsoever. And a lot of women are going to do just that. They're going to think like, oh, I can do this all on my own. And they're going to jump right in and start buying up some coin that they've never heard of. And that's how they fall into trouble. Or they'll go and buy some Bitcoin, and the very moment that it goes from, let's say, let's say Bitcoin's at $200,000 and then it drops down to 130,000, and they'll basically panic and start selling their entire portfolio. And it's like, bro, it was just a market correction. When you invested, it was at $100,000. It just dropped down. It just fell down to, it just lost 70,000. That's a market correction, but they don't understand these concepts. So while they're selling, you have men who are like, yeah, bro, I've been doing this for like 10 years now, huh, man? Yeah, man, thank God for this. Jesus is good. Christ is king. Buy the dip. Buy the dip. We actually have a video from Crypto Casey, and she talks a little bit more about what Trump's election, what his re-election means for crypto, and how this is actually going to start a new era for all of us. Her channel's linked in the description, so you can go check her out and support her. And let's just go ahead and jump right into her video now.
In the wake of a Trump victory in the US elections, Bitcoin has pumped to new all-time highs and into the long-awaited price discovery phase, with no resistance levels to tango with. On the Morales line, we can get access to at a huge discount using the link below. Bitcoin has officially flipped back into a bullish trend on the weekly, breaking that sideways summer lull we were in since past June. And as we've discussed previously together on the channel, we could teleport to $90,000 in a snap and bounce around there for a little bit before breaking the extremely psychological price point of 100K per Bitcoin. Now that the US has over 260 plus confirmed pro-crypto candidates between the President, Senate, and House of Representatives taking office soon, what should we be mindful of as crypto investors? And what ideally should the new regime do to benefit us, the country, and the world at large? Hello, I'm Crypto Casey, and in this video, we are going to explore 10 things President Donald Trump said he would do for the crypto industry, and 5 things he should consider doing that would benefit us all in the United States at large. Let's hit it. So what is President Donald Trump going to do with regard to the crypto industry? Well, here's a nice compilation of 10 things he said he was going to do, put together in this 1.5-minute video by Altcoin Daily. Check it out.
Hello, Bitcoiners. On day one, I will fire Gary Gensler. I will appoint a new SEC chairman who believes America should build the future, not block the future. Upon taking office, I will immediately appoint a Bitcoin and crypto presidential advisory council. Their task will be to design transparent regulatory guidance for the benefit of the entire industry, and they will get it done in 100 days. As part of our effort to provide regulatory clarity, we will create a framework to enable the safe and responsible expansion of stable coins. I will ensure that the future of crypto and the future of Bitcoin will be made in the USA, not driven overseas. I will support the right to self-custody. I will keep Elizabeth Warren and her goons away from your Bitcoin. It will be the policy of my administration, United States of America, to keep 100% of all the Bitcoin the U.S. government currently holds or acquires into the future. This will serve in effect as the core of the strategic national Bitcoin stockpile. Today I repeat my pledge to commute the sentence of Ross Ulbricht to a sentence of time served. It's enough. And I will never allow the creation of a central bank digital currency. Bitcoin is going to the moon, as we say. It's going to the moon. I want America to be the nation that leads the way, and that's what's going to happen. Oh, you're going to be very happy with me.
How can you not love this guy? Is going to the moon. This guy knows the lingo. All right, guys, we could never have had a better outcome than this. We absolutely could not have ever. I'll say it again. Ever had a better outcome other than this, with Trump being elected and him being so pro crypto and him bringing in people who are going to skyrocket. Guys, Bitcoin is going to 1 million. It's 100% going to 1 million. Okay, guys, like I've said, there's still a lot of opportunity, but when it comes to Bitcoin, your chances of ever owning a single Bitcoin are pretty much slim to none at this point. All right, you should have gotten in at the floor, and if you didn't, well, that's on you. But that doesn't mean that you cannot make serious profit from cryptocurrency. It's about knowing what's next. All of those people who are now like, damn it, I didn't, I missed out on my opportunity to invest in Bitcoin. What do I do? There are the altcoins, but not all coins are created equal. There are significant altcoins that have very, very big implications in the way the world will work going forward. And then you have the general crap coins, and knowing how to sift through those are the biggest things. However, there is a dark horse coin right now, and like I said, it is not in the top 10. In fact, when I checked, it's not even in the top 20 of cryptocurrencies right now. You guys are going to say, Angry, you're insane. Guys, I'm a crypto developer. I've been in the crypto space for 10 years now, and I'm telling you right now that there is a coin that no one is talking about as much as they should be. This coin is going to 100 to 200x. Okay? And if you don't be one of those people who are like, that crypto is a scam, okay? Because they'll be saying crypto is a scam all the way to, until they finally go and try to buy some to do some transactions, and they're like, damn, if I only had bought into it. And guys, they'll still be saying it's a scam anyway. These people just never change. All right? So listen to me. Warning, there is a major financial collapse coming. We all know that's coming. And if you're sitting around fooling around, that's on you. One cryptocurrency is about to skyrocket, and this is your last chance to get it before it's too late. Miss this and you'll regret it forever. Time is running out. This coin could be your ticket to wealth as the economy crumbles. Don't wait until it's out of reach. Secure your future now, guys. I am telling you. Don't come to me later on. Click the link in description to read the full post about this cryptocurrency. All right? So that you can find out what it is and you can begin investing in it as soon as possible. I mean, like right now. Once you find out what it is, you want to start investing. If you don't know how to buy crypto, how to invest, as soon as you join the Crypto Academy, it's a great value. We have everything you need is in there. You get access to all of these resources. You're going to learn how to begin buying immediately, how to begin buying and jumping into crypto. All right. Hesitate and you will be left behind. So act fast. Everything you need is linked in the description to go and get started, guys, to find out what this is, to take our courses, to begin your journey. You're not going to find any value like this anywhere. I'm telling you. Let's go ahead and jump right back into Casey's video.
All right, great. All bullish for crypto at large. Now, what else should Trump consider doing that would benefit us in the country at large? Let's explore 5 things President Trump and Congress should do that would definitely help us out immensely. 1. Dismantle the Federal Reserve. Congress has the power over the currency of the United States, including the power to coin money, create interest-free currency, and regulate its value. And it also has the power to charter banks to circulate money. So why isn't the US issuing its own interest-free currency that isn't based on debt? Well, because of the corrupt ring of private global central banks. The fact that we are issuing treasury bonds, debt, that the Federal Reserve, a private central bank, buys with money it creates out of nothing, literally out of thin air, and charges us interest on it, an interest rate they decide, a power Congress also has. It's a blatant scam.
So, you didn't understand that. I will break it down for you as best as I can. Basically, the value of our money now essentially comes from debt. It's printed out of thin air, and the only value that it has is what we believe it has. And even then, that is beginning to erode. Yeah, it should not make sense, and it doesn't make sense unless you understand that it's just one big giant scam. All you really need to understand about how money gets its value today is that it doesn't. It's if you keep using it, they keep abusing it. There's nothing that backs it, and they're basically funding our money and the value of our money by selling more debt. It's crazy. It is psychotic, okay? It's absolutely psychotic.
In the Fed, we don't need a private central bank enslaving the country and its citizens. 2. We need to convert the US fiat currency back into an equity-based currency, similar to when it was backed by gold. Backing the US dollar with tangible assets like gold or a basket of commodities, and definitely cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin, would make the currency less susceptible to inflation, fluctuations in the global financial markets, all while preserving the purchasing power of the dollar over time and providing a more stable store of value for savers and investors. An equity-based currency could also increase the public's trust in the financial system by providing a more transparent and tangible link between its value and underlying assets, offering some reassurance that money isn't subject to arbitrary manipulation by central banks or governments. Nice. 3. We need to dismantle corporate personhood. Corporate personhood is related to the 14th Amendment, and its core principle that no person can be deprived of rights without due process of law. And the 14th Amendment was originally created to protect freed slaves after the Civil War. However, it has ended up almost entirely applying to and benefiting big corporations, to the detriment of consumers and the future of the United States at large. In the 1970s, corporations managed to have money legally determined as a form of speech. And since under corporate personhood, corporations have the right to free speech, they are allowed to use money to protect their interests and influence public opinion, which has been used to challenge restrictions on advertising and lobbying. So corporations have the right to unlimited political spending, which means they can spend unlimited amounts of money to influence political outcomes. Personhood also allows corporations to assert rights to privacy, the right to sue, and the right to due process. Basically, corporate personhood created a society where corporations buy politicians to buy favorable legal and regulatory frameworks for themselves and buy consumers' attention to create a favorable society through media and advertising for generating profit. During the golden age of advertising in the 1960s, the US saw a rise in mass media and consumer culture, with corporations using advertising to promote materialism and consumerism, where people are encouraged to prioritize buying and consuming goods over their own health and well-being.
Consumerism. And then you wonder how we ended up getting the baby boomers, whom the center of their lives is consumerism. Look at Gen Z. The center of their lives is money. All right? This is how we ended up getting these people. What happened, guys? Just like the baby boomers became addicted to the idiot box. This is one of the reasons, this is why I'm so fortunate. Despite all the horrible things that have happened to me in my life, I was partially raised, very much raised by the greatest generation and the silent generation. I was heavily raised by the silent generation, and I also had some of the greatest generation that helped to raise me. And it was because of these people why I learned a lot and why I became a decent person. I was able to keep my sanity together because they used to tell me that my parents were total pieces of crap. All right. So I know I'm not crazy. I remember, I will always tell you guys this story. I was like 13 years old. My pediatrician, he's a member of the silent generation. I had a lot of respect for him. And he says to me, he tells me, when you're 18, get away from your mother because she's going to ruin your life. Okay? Because that's how boomers were back then. They were all crazy. And then he says to me also, he says, by the way, television, don't watch it. Do not sit in front of it. And I said, huh? Why? He said, you see, son, television, and he referred to it as the idiot box, it'll make you fat, lazy, and stupid. Do you want to be fat, lazy, and stupid? No, sir, exactly. You leave that alone. And it actually destroyed my relationship with television. It messed me up so bad because I was scared of being fat, lazy, and stupid. And that's how the silent generation and the greatest generation viewed the boomers. If you actually look at George Carlin's video, where he does he's doing a comedy routine, he talks about the boomers. He describes that specific generation in that context. Basically, individuals who are overweight, lazy, and not very intelligent. And it's a reality today. Who the center of their lives is money. The center of their lives is consumerism. Notice these people are in their 70s and 80s now, and the party won't stop, man. While the rest of us are suffering and struggling for survival, they're still going on Carnival cruises. They're still out there at 2 a.m. partying it up at 80 years old, guys. Because they've never really thought about the future. That's why half of the boomers have literally nothing saved for retirement. Nothing. They have no retirement savings at all. And then the other half, 70% of them have less than $100,000 in savings. The typical boomer spends around $53,000 a year. Okay? So they don't have enough. Even the ones who do have some savings, they don't have enough. So they're all banking on Social Security and the government to bail them out. Now keep in mind, for every one tax dollar that we collect, almost 50% is already being spent on the boomers. 50%. It's insane. Okay? 36% goes to Medicaid. And then a large chunk of that also, 36% goes to Medicare. No, the 36% goes to Social Security, and then a large chunk goes to Medicare. That's the boomers' health care. So basically, when they enter into their 60s, they get free health care. And then there's a bunch of other funds, for example, food insolvency and other health benefits and everything else, transportation, all of this stuff that also goes to the boomers. So almost half of every tax dollar that's collected is being spent on the baby boomers. And that number is only set to increase as more of them retire. Guys, these people have turned us into indentured servants. They've enslaved us. They've turned us into their slaves. And we are now basically working to pay for their retirement. And these people just keep on bullying us like, oh, we wiped your butts. You need to do what's right. Okay, we earned that Social Security. You're there, but guys, the U.S. is just one big pyramid scheme for the boomers.
Ever since corporations were granted human rights and beyond, and used their rights and powers to fabricate a materialistic society based on consumption, the United States has been on the decline. By dismantling corporate personhood, Congress has the opportunity to restore greater accountability and fairness to our so-called democracy. Removing the legal fiction of corporate personhood would help reduce the outsized influence corporations have on our political process, particularly regarding campaign financing and lobbying efforts. Yeah, something Congress probably would definitely never be down with. Great. Back to the 5 things the US should do. 4. This one we actually maybe have achieved. We need to go full-blown pro-crypto, embracing all aspects of it in order to encourage and foster innovation and encourage people, businesses, and money to flow into our country instead of fleeing it. We need to be completely open and accepting of all stablecoins denominated in the US dollar, because it would pretty much guarantee our status as the world's reserve currency. If people, countries, and businesses around the world are free to transact in the dollar in the form of stablecoins on different blockchain networks, including decentralized ones that even the US government can't freeze or sanction, where anybody can use it without restriction, the threat of BRICS or alternative currencies taking over would pretty much be eliminated. Sweet. And 5, this one may sound crazy, but it would be huge. We need to end taxation. Taxation is theft. It's a scam. Everyone believes it helps maintain roads, pays for Social Security, defense, etc. Look, we are printing money out of thin air. Most of that money is now just going towards the interest.
Now, Trump has actually said that he wants to end taxation. He wants to end taxation. He wants to end the federal tax, and basically everything would be covered. The state would pay its bills using tariffs. There are idiots who are like, that's just going to make the price of everything go up. The truth is that these are the people who are benefiting most from taxation, living off our tax dollars. So of course they want to keep the scam going. Of course the boomers want to keep the scam going, guys. Do you realize what these people are doing? The property tax in the United States is another very serious thing. And if there's any time that where it might actually go away, it is now. With property taxes, you never actually own anything. It doesn't matter how much you pay for your property. If you fall on a rough patch and you can't afford your property taxes, the government will come and seize your property and auction it off. As a result, you technically never own anything. It is one of the most evil things that could happen. And guys, what's happening right now is people are like, we want Trump to come in and deal with this, all right? Because people are being robbed blind over this, guys. Check this video out.
At this hour, I'm Christina Awayo in Dallas, and here are your top stories.
Just before the Chicago City Council voted unanimously to reject Mayor Brandon Johnson's proposed $300 million property tax hike, people who live in the city tore into the liberal mayor for trying to raise taxes to benefit illegal migrants.
If you don't stop what you're doing, we're going to take matters in our own hand, and we're going to stop it.
You're a criminal. Why do I got to address you? The feds need to address you. DOJ need to address you, and hopefully Donald Trump will address you, because you're going to protect.
So these people are absolutely pissed. You heard what this guy said. He said that you're a criminal and, you need to be in jail. You need to be in handcuffs. And hopefully Donald Trump addresses you guys. Guys, this is over property taxes. This guy was trying to raise property taxes by $300 million to pay for the migrants. But I want you to focus on something. Look at this picture, guys. Look at the lady behind him. I think this is a Caucasian woman. Look at the lady behind him, guys. Look how pissed off she is. Holy cow. Look how pissed she is. Guys, she's wearing a badge. She is wearing a badge. Look at that. Her and the guy behind. These people are wearing badges. Those are badges. Okay? You do, guys, she is so pissed off, so furious when members of our military, members of our law enforcement look this bad. Look how nasty that face is. You can see the anger and the furor. Okay? Guys, if this dude leapt over there to that mayor, nobody's stopping him. Nobody's stopping him. Nobody's dragging, no one's stopping him. Okay? Because this is how, guys, these people are so furious. So once Trump goes in there and and Elon starts revealing what these people are actually spending our money on, guys, it's gonna be like dominoes. Because once the taxation is gone, once there's no more federal tax, okay, every state is going to start saying, yeah, we don't want to pay state tax anymore. We don't want to pay property tax anymore. Let the boomers pay for their own crap. Let the boomers pay for their own stuff. And if you don't like it, we're just going to move over to crypto and transact in crypto.
The undocumented. Why are you going to allow for the citizens in Chicago to suffer?
We paid for these properties for a purpose and not for you to go touching it with $300 million that you want to siphon out of the citizens' pockets. Get rid of the illegals.
Under your, what, 33%? When C. Joe Lopez cooked that 3% up a long time ago. Y'all called it a circuit breaker. Y'all been talked about it. Remember, before you came in here and gave that jovial speech, you need to be inspected.
Guys, everyone is pissed off right now. Everyone is pissed off right now. People are saying all of this money has been spent for people who don't even have citizenship in Western society in the United States. And then you have veterans who are lining off the streets. And don't get me wrong, I have criticized veterans before that come to get back to the US, they get drunk, they use drugs, and they end up homeless. I criticize them all the time because there are many veterans who do not do this. All right? So I hold these people accountable. There's no reason for you to go down that path, no matter what you've been through. With that said, I would much rather our dollars be used to take these people off the street and to prevent veteran homelessness than to spend our money on people who don't even care about us.
On our debt, now even more so than military spending. Taxation is a form of control. It's designed to keep us poor. And even if all of these corporations or rich folks that evade taxes one way or another paid in, it would only be enough to fund our government for like 3 months at the rate we are spending. Taxation is a scam. We should do away with all taxes, and we wouldn't be able to fathom the amount of money, commerce, talent, people, businesses, industry, etc. that would flood into our economy and make the US unstoppable. Awesome.
Just to be clear, women like Casey are rare gems. Most women have no interest in cryptocurrency, or they only want to jump into crypto because they believe they can make money. They are not passionate about it. Okay? Crypto, as you can see, Casey is a bro. This is something I have to point out about like women who actually know, like they know about crypto. Those are bros. Okay? Women who can go onto an exchange, purchase crypto themselves, day trade cryptocurrency, and follow all of these trends. That's a bro. That's a bro. And these people are either usually libertarians or full-blown conservatives. They have very conservative ideals, and they're often Trumpers. In fact, a lot of the left, because they went so far left, many people left there that supported crypto, and now they're on the right. Yeah. Guys, it's like I've said, the financial world is changing fast, and you can't afford to be left behind. At Angry's Crypto Academy, we're here to arm you with the knowledge you need to navigate the volatile world of cryptocurrency. Whether you're a complete beginner or looking to safeguard your wealth, when the banks finally fail, our courses are designed to give you an edge. All right? Don't wait until it's too late. Join Angry's Crypto Academy today and secure your financial future before it's too late. The clock is ticking. You're going to want to act now. Not tomorrow, not the day after this. You want to jump on it right now because crypto is skyrocketing. It is going to the moon, okay? And guys, this is the money of tomorrow. This is the money of today, all right? Trump is not playing games. And as I've told you guys, that one cryptocurrency is of all of these is about to skyrocket. And this is your last chance before it's too late to get in. If you miss this, you'll regret it forever. I'm telling you, it's not even in the top 20 of coins right now. Time is running out. This coin could be your ticket to wealth as the economy crumbles. But don't wait until it reaches this point, okay? Until it's out of reach. Secure your future now. Click the link in description and check out our academy to find out what that coin is. And if you don't know how to invest, again, we're going to teach you how to what crypto is, how to invest in crypto, and how to begin building that portfolio up. All right? And I give you my picks. I'm going to guide you personally with my list of coins to teach you what you should be investing in, how much you should be investing. And you also have access directly to me via chat, so you can speak to me anytime. And most people don't have that. Everything that is happening right now is absolutely huge. Okay? There's going to be a lot of opportunity to make a lot of money, guys, but the Great Depression is coming. We know that everything is going to crash. A lot of women who basically had the best of times right now, the boomers, a lot of Gen Zers who said they didn't care, a lot of these people are going to be facing extraordinary hardship. The boomers are becoming homeless faster than any other generation right now. Okay? Because of the poor decisions that they've made and their betrayal of Western society, of their children and every generation that came after them, and even generations that came before them. They betrayed America. They absolutely did. Back in the 1990s, back in 1990, for example, only around 5% of people who were homeless were 50 and older. 5%. Okay? Today, that number is heading towards 50%. The boomers are rapidly ending up homeless. They have no money. And that's why they're so desperate to get as much as they possibly can from us. Guys, all the people who voted for Kamala were boomers. All the people who voted for Joe were boomers. Because, guys, it's a big scam and a scheme. They've done everything. It's too late for them. Think about it very carefully. Okay? The youngest of the boomers are in their early 60s right now. However, the boomer generation spans 18 years. It spans 18 years, which basically means that, the boomers are right around 78 years old now. The older ones are around 78. It's crazy. It's absolutely insane. So these guys, what are they going to do? Go back to work at 65, 70 years old? It's not happening. Many of them are working as Walmart door greeters and so forth because their bodies can't handle the work anymore. They can't go back into nursing. They can't go back into doing working as electricians. And these people fooled around. So they don't have any other skill sets. They didn't keep up to date with the times. They didn't learn new skills. For example, guys, learning how to sell products, learning how to speak to people, learning how to learning new things, learning how to develop things, guys, even learning how to write things that people would like to purchase, or how to write a book. The average boomer can't even write a book. They cannot take the years of knowledge that they've acquired and put it on paper, or their experiences and put it on paper, and then learn how to distribute that. But do you know who's going hard right now? Gen X is going hard. My people are going hard. Zennials are going hard. Older millennials are going hard. They're hungry. They're starving. Are you hungry? Are you starving? Do you want some money? Do you want to make it through the apocalypse? Then you need to get on this train. Okay? You need to get on this train because this train is going choo-choo and it's leaving right now. Okay? The preppers are already on this train. They were ready when 2020 hit and everything shut down. They were laughing to themselves. They had stockpiles for years and decades, many of them. Decades. Guys, do you agree? This is huge. And many people who miss out are going to find themselves, struggling in the Greater Depression. All right. There's something worse. That a lot of the hobos were not bad people. All right. They were some very decent people. This other generation, Gen Zers, these are going to be hippies. They're not hobos. They're hippies. All right. And they're going to be just like the original hippies, the first generation of hippies, the boomers. They're going to be some shady, shisty people. They're going to be out there in the streets stealing and squatting. What do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts. We'll talk about it in the comments. Like the video if you like it. Don't forget to subscribe. And if you like the video, share the video. And just remember that all roads lead to MWAM and walking away. And cheers.